opinion, process, service, item, or organization.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to another free live webinar by Ariva Academy. Our topic this afternoon is AI-powered marketing, unlocking the future of smarter strategies. I'm Kate, and I will be with you this afternoon as your host, and I will also be learning with everyone. I am very excited to get started. But before we get to know our speaker and before we get started, I have some reminders for our participants this afternoon. Ariva is committed to protecting your privacy. Hence, stricter security of this webinar has been implemented. So for better viewing of your Zoom experience, we encourage you to please update your Zoom application by visiting their website. And for those of you who are using their mobile gadgets right now to be able to view this webinar, you can go to either the Google Play Store or you can go to the Apple Store so you can download and install the Zoom app. Now, let's find out, do we have participants today who's joining an Ariva Academy webinar for the first time? Let us know here in the chat box. Let us know also, where are you located right now? Because I was informed that we have a lot of participants, not just here in the Philippines, but also from out of the country. We have a lot of participants who are in Laguna right now, in Batangas, also from Pampanga, from Bataan, from Zambales. We have friends who are watching us from La Union, from Baguio, from Ilocos, wow, also from Tuguegarao City, from Albay, from Sorsogon, from Palawan, from Iloilo. We have participants who are in Cebu, in Leyte, Western Samar, from Bulacan, yes, from Cavite, from Cagayan de Oro City, from Davao, from Agusan del Sur, and also from Zamboanga. I'm seeing here in the chat box, from Dagupan, Pangasinan, Taguig, from Taytay Rizal, from Marikina, from Baguio. Hello, good afternoon. I also would like to greet our participants who are not here in the Philippines, but they are still here with us, from Botswana, from India, from Japan, and also from Malaysia. Good afternoon. Hello, Philippines, and hello, world. I am very happy to have everyone here with us, and to those who have attended in the past, our Suki, good afternoon and welcome back. Thank you for still being here with us. Now, the next one is very important. Let us do this audio check. We really want to make sure that you will be hearing the discussion clearly. So type 111 in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Type 222 if you can't hear anything, or you can type 2121 if you can hear me but I sound choppy or it's breaking up. You can also type question mark if you don't understand what is happening. Of course, we will be here to help you out. Let me check. I am seeing a lot of 111s in that chat box. Thank you so much for that. Later, we'll have a break time, and just like all the previous free live webinars, something exciting will still be happening during this break time. So as early as now, let me invite everyone, whether you are here in Zoom with us or you are watching us via the live streams in Facebook, in LinkedIn, or in YouTube, scan the QR code we are showing on your screen. There, scan that QR code and that will bring you instantly to our Viber community, the Ariva Academy Viber community, because the activity that we will be having is a game, and only those who are part of the Viber community can join the game, wherein you get a chance to get GCash prizes. Okay, so scan the QR code and be part of the Viber community already. Now, participants' microphones here in Zoom will be temporarily disabled by our administrator during the discussion, just to avoid interruptions. But for those of you who might have questions, we have a Q&A portion. You can click the raise hand button so that you can ask your question later directly to our speaker, or you can also type your questions in the chat box, and then we will be reading those questions later. An e-certificate of attendance will be awarded to participants who will successfully complete this entire virtual masterclass. And yes, it will be for everyone, whether you're in Zoom or watching us via the live streams. The online certificates will be available 3 to 5 working days after the learning session. To ensure that you will really receive the e-certificate, make sure that the email address you provided is the correct one, and also that you will be filling out the feedback form that we will be sending here later. Okay, so that's very important. So there you have it. Let us now get to know our speaker. Our speaker this afternoon is internationally recognized as a world-class expert in sales and marketing, and he has been in the trenches professionally selling for almost 30 years. In 1998, 25 years ago, he started his company in San Diego from the spare bedroom of his apartment, cold calling and selling all day, 6 days a week. He began marketing and selling online and through digital platforms for his own company since 2004. And in 2007, he has serviced and taught tens of thousands of companies and professionals on how to use online strategies to generate leads and convert into paying customers. Since May 2020, he has conducted over 480 training webinars, online workshops, and video trainings for several thousand attendees. The primary method to generate this business was using a combination of online marketing strategies, cold calling techniques, and professional selling skills. Currently, he is residing here in the Philippines. He runs several businesses in a range of products and services, catering to B2B and B2C clientele. In 2023, he opened a school in Davao and expanded to 5 branches already. With a unique combination of online and offline strategies and skills, the success and practical applications of these strategies has resulted in successful achievement in the everyday selling habits. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now welcome our speaker, Coach Chris Randolph.
Thank you so much, Kate, for the awesome introduction.
Good afternoon, Coach Chris.
What we'll do afternoon? What we'll do? I think we're until 3:30 p.m. today, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, what I'll do is, with your permission, I'll go ahead and get the slides started, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
And while we're doing that, let me just get this ready. And okay, can you tell me what you see on your screen right now?
Koi fish, but wait,
Excellent.
we are not yet showing that to our Zoom. Okay, now they can see it as well.
Okay, so we're on the right screen now. Okay, so we are together here this afternoon. How many people do we have on the session today, Kate?
One moment, let me check. We have 300 plus here in Zoom and hundreds more via our live streams.
Okay, excellent. So I believe I was told that the majority of the participants are actually in sales and marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's correct, type in SM for me in the chat. SM for sales and marketing. And if you're not in sales and marketing, just type in what your position, your title is, just so I have a rough idea. Because of course, the topic today, yeah, Miss Kate, is geared towards, sales and marketing, right? Because the title is AI-powered marketing, correct? But we don't want to forget some of the other participants, that can use AI not just for marketing, but to make their jobs and their life a little bit easier, make them a little bit more efficient, make them a little bit more productive. So with that said, I'll go ahead and get started, and we'll take a break at 2:45, correct? Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Kate. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I have a question, which I will help you answer. All right, why are we here today? All right, the first thing is, what if we can make your sales efforts a little bit easier using AI, right? Instant responses. Quick example, if let's say you're trying to buy something online, and then you send a message, and you don't get an immediate response. It takes them an hour or 2 hours, or maybe a day or 2 or 3 days to respond to your inquiry. One of the things that we have to realize, that in this day and age, people expect quick, almost instant responses, right? Because you have to imagine, let's say you're on Facebook, let's say you're scrolling on Facebook, and you send an inquiry, and then if you only respond to it tomorrow or the day after, sometimes they'll say, "Who's this? Who are you?" Right? So we need to have an instant response. Imagine responding to leads instantly, even while you're sleeping, right? What if your content, if you're in real estate, your listings, your emails, your social media posts, what if all of these things can be written for you in seconds? And it's not so much the quickness of the writing, or the crafting of all of this content. It's more of like, oh, what am I going to write today? How am I going to write it? How am I going to write it so that it's effective, isn't it? Right? And how much more could you sell if AI helped you prioritize the hottest leads automatically, giving them the information, as they're interacting with your post, or in your email, or whatever the case is. Now, here's the good news. The good news is, everyone, right? Everyone has limited time and limited money, isn't it? You don't, with what I'm going to share with you today, you don't have to spend a lot of extra money or countless hours. Ladies and gentlemen, AI tools are more affordable than ever. Okay, many are free, or just cost this much money. All right, and you don't need to be a technical expert. I certainly am not. All right, now these tools are designed to be very simple and user friendly. Now there are some tools that when I try them out and I look at it, it's almost like you must have a programming degree, or some kind of engineering background to make it work. But you know what? I'm gonna share some platforms, some AIs with you, that if you made a decision right now, you could today, as soon as we're done at 3:30, hop on your computer, your laptop, your phone, okay, and sign up for these. Some of them are trials, some of them are free. You could literally start using them today. All right. Now, best of all, AI helps you work smarter and not harder. Okay. I came across AI. Let's see, it would have been probably somewhere in October, November, in 2023. And actually, one of my team members here at the school, one of my marketing team members, they said, "Hey, boss, have you heard of this Chat GPT?" and go, what the heck is that? And then they said, oh, it does work for you. And I was going, inside my head, I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? What kind of AI is going to replace this brain, right? Now, I want you to take note of this. Okay, you may have heard, AI is going to take your job, right? I personally do not believe that anymore. Who is going to take your job is the person that knows AI and can do the job better than you. Okay, so I want you to take in the information today. We only have about 90 minutes together. So I'm going to give you the information today so that you can start your journey on this AI journey. Now, every session that I teach, present, host, all right, I always make a promise. All right, what you see on your screen is the promises that I'm making to you today for this session. I'm going to show you how AI can help you generate and qualify leads almost automatically. How to use AI to create content, the best AI tools to use them, and how to use them step by step, and how to avoid common AI mistakes. All right, and using these tools while still keeping your personal touch, because AI will never replace your brain and your heart. Okay, so by the end of this session, my promise to you is by the end of this session, you will know, you will know exactly how to start your journey using AI today to get more business, increase your sales, make your life easier. And I'm going to ask you a question at the end of our session before the Q&A, and I'm going to ask you if I fulfill this promise to you. And I want you to be honest with me and answer yes or answer no if I did not fulfill this promise. Okay? If that is fair, I want you to type in FAIR in the chat right now. If it's fair. I'm seeing a lot of fairs. Thank you so much for that. You know what? Keep the fairs coming. As Miss Kate said, there's 300 of us on the Zoom session right now. There's hundreds more on the Facebook Live and LinkedIn. Let's blow up the chat with
Actually,
same
Coach,
fair. Yes,
we're
yes, Miss Kate.
almost 500 right now here in
Okay.
Zoom. So I'm sure also via the live stream, the number has grown already.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Kate. So there's 500 of us here on this session, and there's hundreds more on the other platforms. Now, let's get into it, okay? If you haven't typed in fair, type it in now, because I'm going to ask you questions along the way in the next 90 minutes, and I would really love to get some kind of answer or response from you, okay? So let's talk about challenges and opportunities. Now, before I go any further, there's two things, possibly three, that I would like to mention. Every slide that you will see, okay, one of the rules in making presentations is, keep the words to a minimum. But one of the challenges that this topic poses is that it is a rather technical and sequential topic, right? So what I've done is I've made my slides a little bit too wordy. There's too much words on it. But the reason I did that is so that you don't have to, copy down everything that you see in your screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to accelerate our process because there's a lot of information to give out to you today. And so what I want you to do on each slide, I'm going to tell you, take a picture, take a screenshot, okay? And I'm not going to read the words on the slides word for word. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the background and say, this is important, this is what you need to do. If that makes sense and you like that, type in good, G-O-O-D. Type in good. Do that for me right now. Okay, so let's get ready to take screenshots, let's take pictures, whatever you need to do, all right? So the challenges, especially in the sales and marketing profession, okay? we're all human beings. We need time to relax. We need time to sleep. So, when an inquiry comes in, especially if it's after hours, after dinner time. Now, one of the things I will mention is that in my industry, we opened up a school for children in the space of 1.5, almost 2 years. We grew from one branch. We've grown to 5 branches in the last 1.5+ years. And we're opening another branch in June. And we're opening a branch in what is that area called? I keep forgetting. Pasig. It's either Pasig or Las Piñas. Okay. So in my industry, oh, I see a lot of goods. Thank you so much. In my industry, the bulk of our inquiries occur from 3 p.m. to about 10 p.m. like after hours, right? Because these are parents. Parents are working. They get dinner and then they have some downtime before dinner, after dinner, and we need to respond very quickly because when we did our surveys, when we did our competitive surveys in the past, we found that other schools, our competitors, take 1 to 2 to 3 days to answer an inquiry. Our inquiries, when we were doing it manually, we were answering them literally within 3 to 5 minutes because they're still online. We have to engage them in conversation. Now, when we implemented an AI program, and this was only done right about November of last year, so we're only 3 months in. Okay, what this has done, it has decreased our response time to almost instantaneous. Okay, and I'll show you what that process looks like. And with time, I'll show you exactly how we do it. Okay, my team, including myself, our shift was from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Every day except Sunday. Okay, we were answering messages, and when we were following up, now 80 to 90% of our inquiries come from Facebook. We started using TikTok very recently, getting good response from that. We were answering inquiries manually, and we were doing the follow-ups manually. We get roughly 70 plus minus inquiries a day, spending about 700 to 800 pesos on ad spend every day. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is actually amazing. Okay. So, in a month, let's say we get 50, let's just say we get 50 a day. All right. And just for the ease of an example, we get roughly 1,500 inquiries per month. Actually, the number is actually over 2,000. All right. And we in sales, one of the distinctions in sales is that the money is in the follow-up. You have to follow up and follow up and follow up. So we were manually following up, putting labels, putting things on our board, our notebooks, all right? Like, who do we have to follow up with? And the three of us were spending so many man hours, and we were getting results though, okay? We were spending so many man hours in answering messages and following up. It was the most boring job in the whole organization and there's about 30 of us, right, including teachers. When we went into AI, that time shrunk to almost literally nothing. And so what we've been able to do over the last 3 months is fine-tune our AI process, our automated follow-up. We've been able to throw more effort and time and money into other marketing channels. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, it's great. Okay, whatever industry you're in, high competition. I already mentioned the time-consuming manual process. All right, and because it's manual and because we're human beings, consistency can be a problem. Consistency is doing the same thing day in and day out, without fail, without wavering. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a very difficult thing to do every single day. All right. But we have been doing it, and our lives are a lot easier. my marketing team, they look at me with love now, instead of like, oh no, we have to do more follow-ups, like whenever I show my face, right? So with the AI opportunities, we have a more efficient lead management, and the amount of data, ladies and gentlemen, the amount of data that you get from all this is amazing. Data tells a story. Okay, data tells a story, and data tells a story that you can use to get more customers, to tell you this is the product line, this is the videos I should focus on. These are the things that I should be doing. And the lead conversion is going to, I will tell you honestly, is going to remain the same or shoot up. It will not increase. I'm sorry, it will not decrease. All right. You only have up to go. If you're already having a high lead conversion, you're going to stay roughly about the same or go up, because you're going to spend less time, less effort in doing all of these manual processes. When we have these interactions, the most common comment that we get is, thank you. This is one of the best compliments you can get, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for responding so quickly. Okay. Thank you for your speedy answers. Thank you for all the information. It really helps. If you would like to have comments like these in your inquiries and interactions, type in yes in the chat right now. Type in yes if you want to have that. Okay. Let's get more yeses, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, I want you to take a picture of this next slide. Okay. So I'm not going to go through everything. Take a picture of it. Okay. Just know that you cannot escape e-commerce. You cannot escape digital growth. If you're still using pen and paper to take notes, not take notes, to deal with clients. I'm going to show you some tools today that are going to be so helpful to you. Okay. AI, chatbots, VAs, virtual assistants, are, they're transforming everything that we're doing. And I remember earlier, many years ago, when we were trying to use technology, it actually made it more clunky. The learning curve was really, really high. And it was like we had more work, with the platforms and the technology. Even as recent as Miss Kate, somebody says the presentation is blurred. Is that us, or is it just their their device or whatever it is?
On my screen, it is clear, Coach.
Okay.
But let me just check with our team.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kate. So, let's see, where was I? Okay. So, when we use technology, when we use automation, when we use all of these platforms, what we have to do is we have to make sure that we become efficient and strive for efficiency, strive for productivity. Okay. Because now there is a learning curve on every single new thing that we do. But if the learning curve is like 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months, or 1 or 2 years, that's too long. Okay. And, what I will share with you today, as I said earlier, you can use them almost instantly. Okay. So please take a picture of this slide. Take a picture of this slide. All right. With AI, instant lead response. Okay. Automated descriptions, property descriptions, content. You can even use AI for email, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Chatbots pre-qualify your clients by getting them to answer a few questions, and then they answer yes, it goes here. If they answer no, it goes there, and then they'll give it another option. All of this is done literally automatically. And one of the challenges, at the very start of any sales process is what we call, how do they enter the funnel, right? How do they enter our funnel, the sales funnel? And that, more often than not, for, a lot of us, is social media content and advertising content. Okay. Let's see. Somebody asked this question. Okay. Yeah. You know, Miss Kate, we're getting a lot of people that say blur. I don't know if we need to do anything because on my second monitor or second device, it's actually coming across quite clear. Okay, so let's continue. Am I mistaken? It looks clear to me.
Yes, it is clear on our end, Coach.
Okay. It must be their connection or whatever it is,
Could
right?
be the connection. For those of you who
Okay.
are having trouble with their bandwidth, that might be the cause why it's blurry. You can turn off your cameras to
Yeah.
save on
And
bandwidth.
thank you so much, Miss Kate. And here's another suggestion. I I believe that this is being shown on the Facebook and LinkedIn. Later on today, they can actually replay it and then take snapshots from there, correct? Okay, awesome. Thank you. So let's do that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll keep moving. I'll keep moving on. If you need to take screenshots later, check the Ariva page. Maybe we can put that in the chat so you can link to it. And pull the recording or pull the screenshots off of the recording. Okay, I've seen those before and they're actually very, very clear. Okay, so take a picture of this. Lead generation and management, AI to the rescue. Okay, ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is not only the open source AI. ChatGPT is a general term for all of the platforms out there. You have, of course, the original was the open source, what was it called? OpenAI, ChatGPT. Then you have Claude. Then you have DeepSeek. Then you have, a whole bunch of them. All of these are termed as ChatGPTs. All right. Whether it's for image generation, video generation. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? The landscape is changing so quickly on this. I remember, let's see, I'll show you later. We had ChatGPT, OpenAI ChatGPT for the longest time. And then all of a sudden DeepSeek came in. And then we had, Alibaba? One, I think it's called One. And then a whole bunch came out. And I'm testing all of them. And there are some that I like better than others for different purposes. Okay. Then we're going to, I'll show you about the basic chatbot implementation where you can literally handle inquiries 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the tool, this to me was amazing because in the past we were, OpenAI, right? In the past we were using or trying to use, like Mobile Monkey, ManyChat, and it was just like so confusing and so expensive. We were looking at these chatbots, in the beginning of 2024, and it was like we didn't know how to use it, and so we just said, we're not going to use it. And then in October, November, we started looking again because I know that technology advances over time, right? So we started looking at it again, and we were amazed. The chatbot that we are using, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's free. It's free. It was like, wow, how come? Okay. And then, you have CRMs that can help you prioritize hot versus cold leads. This is part of the AI agent process, part of the LMs, and I'll show you examples of that. All right, before we get into that. Okay, so you can supercharge your content if you're in the property line, sales line, whatever your product or service is. You can generate descriptions, okay, in seconds. And I will tell you this: you need to take a picture of all the slides, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm not just going to tell you AI can do this. I'm going to have slides later on that you need to take a picture that tells you exactly how to do it, literally word for word. All right. Email personalization, posting. In the past, we used to have to schedule the posting manually. Now with, with platforms like make.com, you can do your content, throw it into make.com. Of course, you have to, give it the instructions, and then it will do all these things for you. So how are we going to have instant lead response? How are we going to make automated descriptions? How we're going to use chatbot? How we're going to create content for social media? So because it is the start of the funnel, content that attracts your prospects, that goes into your funnel, we're going to be spending a little bit more time on the content creation with the emphasis on selling and persuasion. Okay. All right. So I'm going to run through this very quickly. Take a screenshot of this. I will tell you what each one stands for, but I'm not going to explain all of them. What you can do is you can Google what AIDA, IDA, what PES means, and it tells you how to use it. All right. But these are the formulas for copywriting and selling, whether you're selling in print, whether you're selling in person, whether you're selling in video, whether you're selling in social media content. But what I'll do is I'll give you the words behind the abbreviations very quickly. IDA, AIDA is attention, interest, desire, action. PAS is problem, agitate, solve. FAB, FAB, feature, advantage, benefit. IDCA, identify, develop, communicate, ask. The 4 P's are product, price, place, promotion. Before, after, bridge. Now, my personal favorites for these are the AIDA, problem, agitate, solve, PAS, and the before, after, bridge. Very quickly, basically it's like, hey, are you in this kind of trouble, or do you have this kind of headache? Use our product and service, and this is the result that you're going to get. Basically, that's what you want to convey. Now, take a picture of this. All right. This is the structure for sales content. Okay. So, Miss Kate, somebody said, cannot open my camera. My dog crashed it. Okay. So structure for sales content is hook, headline, problem, solution, CTA. Now, a lot of people are confused, or they don't know the difference between a hook and a headline. Okay. So you have hook, headline, problem, solution, CTA. And I'm going to give you an example of how you can create these things using AI. All right. So a hook and a headline. Take a picture of that. I'm not going to explain the difference, what I put on the screen in the interest of time. It explains the difference between hook and headline. Now, while you're taking the picture, okay, I'll give you another few seconds, but I'm going to ask you to do this. Do you like what you're learning so far in the last 30 minutes? We've covered a lot of information in the last 30 minutes. Okay. If you like what you've been learning so far, type in LIKE. LIKE. Okay, awesome. Let's get more like if you like, all right? Okay, so hook and headline. These are the things that you have to do. Now, I'm going to share this with you, take a picture of it. These are the things that you have to do, but you don't really have to do it, because I'm going to tell you how you can use AI to do it for you. Okay. So take a picture of this. So the hook and the headline, identify the audience, get their pain points, emotional or logical trigger, write the hook, write the headline. Now, this, if you take no picture at all today, for the next few slides, you must take a picture. If you cannot take a picture, it's not clear, later, please go to the Ariva, I believe it's Ariva webinar Facebook page. Just search for Ariva webinar. Look for the recording of this session, play it, and take your screenshots there. Okay? It's slide number 18. Okay? Slide number 18. This is what you type into your chat GPT to generate a hook and a headline. And you must follow this format. Okay? So please take a picture of that. I'll give you about 5 or 10 seconds now. While you're doing that, okay? If you don't know what your pain points or desires of your target audience is, then you go back into ChatGPT and say, this is my product. This is my target customers. Give me a list of 10 pain points that my audience is trying to solve, or 10 desires, and it could be 7 or 8, whatever. Give me 10 desires that they want to achieve that my problem will solve. Okay? Use the triggers: fear, curiosity, urgency, whatever. Okay? So this is the prompt that you will use to create your hook and your headline. And it works for literally, ladies and gentlemen, it works for any industry, any product, and any service. Now, the pain point here, take a picture of this, okay? If you don't know what your pain points of your target audience is, tell ChatGPT to do it for you. Okay, take a picture of this. All right? Then, you have the hook to catch their attention. Catch their attention. Tell them, Mom, this is your pain. I understand your pain, right? Isn't that, problem, agitation? Okay. Then you go into the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, take a picture of this. This is the prompt. This is the prompt, that you will give to ChatGPT to create a list of solutions and benefits of your product and service, and you tell it to be persuasive, compelling, non-salesy. Okay? So please take a picture of that. Oh, John Eric says, loves listening to this kind of topic. Yeah, I agree with you. John Eric, I will tell you that I set aside, several hours each week, to study this topic. Okay. One of the things that I will share with everybody right now, you can look at this and you can say, you know what, this is like, it's too new. I don't know how to use it. I'm not a techie. I don't know computers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 55 years old. Okay. If I can manage to learn this and apply it to my products and my services, and help my clients, we create systems for our clients, with all these things, we do it for them. It's called our Done For You program. Because they don't want to learn it. So they hire somebody to do it for them. Okay. So all of these, everything that I'm sharing with you today is not talent. It's not rocket science. It's skills. It's duplicable skills that you can use in your industry today. All right. In fact, if you look at the screen, it says, I need a list of compelling solutions and benefits for what your product and service is. Okay? It's customized for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So I would urge you. If I could force you, I would force you. Okay? To take the screenshots of these prompts, take the screenshots of all the slides, and please, if I can force you to do it, start using them today. If not today, then definitely tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Now, the final stage in this process is called the CTA. Does anybody know what CTA stands for? Can you type what CTA stands for in the chat right now? CTA. You know what, Ms. Kate? We have a whole bunch of intelligent people, on our session today, which is very common for all Ariva webinars and events. All right. Yes, it stands for call to action. A call to action is not a, do you want to buy this? I mean, it is, but it's not enough. Okay. So a call to action, you see, okay, when you post on social media, what you should be doing is posting every day. Facebook, especially in the Philippines, you must post every day. You must. If you're not, you're losing out, ladies and gentlemen. You're losing out, okay? You must post every day. But the problem with posting every day is generating the content, right? From slide 18, 17, 18 to this slide here that you see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, I just gave you the prompts. I just gave you the prompts in order to be able to create the content. Okay? If you need to create content for 30 days, put it in and ask it to put it into a spreadsheet. Ask it to put it into a spreadsheet for you so you can download it and put it into Excel. Then you can take that and put it into Canva. Do you know that Canva can do bulk generation of images for the word content that you put in? Okay. Okay. So, next slide, I'm going to give you an example of an interaction. This one, I believe, is my OpenAI ChatGPT. I have fun with it, as you can see. Can anybody tell me, type it in the chat, what does my ChatGPT call me? Can anybody guess? Looking at the screen, what does my ChatGPT call me? Yes. Okay. It's so nice to have, it's so nice to have AI calling me, or, calling me master. My name to my ChatGPTs is, short form is letter C, the letter S. It stands for Chat Sensei. Okay. So I have interactions with all of my ChatGPTs. Some of them, this is so funny. Yeah, Ms. Kate. One or two of them specifically, when I say address me as master, one or two of them specifically say that they will not. we will not call. I will not call you master because, and then they give the reason, right? Okay, so the slide that you see on your screen, okay, the slide that you see on your screen, the previous instruction was I need a list of pain points, okay, and then it gave it to me, and then it says can I refine it or based on any adjustments that you need. So I said adjust the pain points for parents of 3 to 5 year olds, make it more targeted to them. And then it gives me a full long list, but I didn't give you the full long list. Okay. So if you see on your screen, that is the start of the pain point. Okay. Then you can create your content using these pain points. It doesn't only have to be 5. It can be 15, 20. You can even do okay. Is your child ready for big school? Many kids struggle because of this. You can even take that and say it 20 different ways. All right. If you need graphics, this was done in AI. Not the best example. This is actually in Qwen 2.5, QWEN, Qwen 2.5. Okay. The prompt was, give me a group of children in a vibrant, classroom having fun, whatever the prompt is. Now, I'm going to share with you, before the Q&A, one of the websites. If you don't know how to write prompts, okay, you can say, I need a prompt for writing, to get 10 pain points for my product and service. There's even an AI that will, there's even an AI that will help you write the prompt, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, there is no excuse to not start today. No excuse. All right. Here's another example. This one was done in, if I recall correctly, let's see. I think this one was done in Leonardo, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now, the next slide I'm going to show you is the chatbot that we use for free. Okay. Maybe some of you know it. I would imagine some of you don't. If you would like to know what it is, because I can actually skip the slide. If you would like to know what it is, before we go on the break in the next couple minutes, I want you to type in FREE, free, and then I'll share what that app or AI is. And ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kate said there's 500 of us here. I want to see at least a few hundred free. I'll give you like 30 seconds to type in 4 simple letters, FREE. Okay? So, the app that we use is called BotCake. BOTCAKE. It blew my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it blew my mind that something as powerful as this was for free. Now, you see Pancake in there. You see Pancake in there. BotCake belongs to Pancake. Pancake is a Vietnamese company. BotCake is totally free. We do have the paid version, but not of BotCake. We have the paid version of several products that Pancake puts out. The automation, the labeling, the CRM. We probably have three or four services and products belonging to Pancake, of which BotCake is part of the family. Okay, we do this because we are in our next stage or next level of AI automation for leads and inquiries. All right, but I will tell you, we use BotCake as a free service for 3 to 4 months, and we only last month. Oh no, this is March. In January, we started implementing the other products and services. Okay, and it took us, the 3 of us, like maybe 4 or 5 days to figure out how to do everything, and we're still figuring out, and we're still improving every single day. But ladies and gentlemen, the amount of effort that we save, the amount of time that we save is amazing. Especially when you started with BotCake for free. Now, this is what our flow looks like. You can take a screenshot of this, but just know that it's very sequential, because it's what we put in and we learn over time on how to respond to the various inquiries. Now, we're going to take a short break. It's 2:44. Our break is at 2:45, as promised, Miss Kate. When we come back, I'm going to go through more examples of AI, more examples that you can use. And if we have time before the Q&A, I'll show you some live examples on using my browser. But before I turn it over to Miss Kate, do you like what you have learned and experienced and discovered in the last 45 minutes? If the answer is yes, type in a capital Y, a capital E, and a capital S for me. And with that, I'll turn it over to you, Miss Kate. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Coach Chris. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon again, everyone. So now we're going on our break, and let me again show the QR code that you have to scan. If you are not yet part of our Viber community, please make sure before we start our game, you're able to join the Viber community already. So just in case you're not yet part of that, scan the QR code. It doesn't matter if you are a participant here in Zoom or a participant watching us from LinkedIn, from YouTube, or Facebook. Scan the QR code because we are giving everyone a chance to win prizes this afternoon. So ayan, scan the QR code. Scan the QR code. We'll give you a few more minutes. Once you are inside our Viber community, this is what you have to do, okay? You have to look for our Viber community admin. Our Viber community admin is RV Ariva. Hanapin ninyo si RV Ariva because that is where you will be sending your message. Uulitin ko, look for Viber community admin RV Ariva. RV Ariva, you will be sending your answers to RV Ariva only. You will not be able to chat in Viber, okay, except when you chat RV Ariva. You have to send the message to RV Ariva. We will be disregarding answers that are sent via Facebook, via LinkedIn, via YouTube, and via the chat box here in Zoom. Only the answers that are sent via RV Ariva are the ones that will be accepted. So I hope everyone was able to scan the QR code, because we are ready to start our game. And the game is called, it's called Guess the Movie. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, this is how the game goes. You will be seeing short clips or short trailers of some movies. And you have to be able to be very fast in typing so that you can give me the complete and correct title of that movie. Again, you will be sending your answers to RV Ariva only. Okay, so for all of us to be on the same page, let us do a trial run. Okay, trial pa lang to, wala pang prize. By the way, the winners will be receiving 200 pesos. The 200 pesos will be sent straight to your GCash account. And we're going to look for, we are looking for 2 winners as well. So, trial run pa lang to, okay? Let's start guessing the title of this movie.
I know you're there. Your shadow has been following me ever since I was small. Don't be afraid.
Okay, here you go. Ang bilis, ang dami kong nare-receive na answers. So, I am seeing, one moment, Maleficent, Maleficent, different spellings. Maleficent. Maleficent. Okay, so there are so many answers trying to catch up. But let us see what is the title of that movie. Yes, it is Maleficent. And marami sa inyo ang nakatama ng answers, but merong nag-iiba lang slightly yung spellings. Okay, so you really have to be careful because we are looking for the complete and correct title. So when we say the correct title, we are looking also for the correct spelling, the right spelling, and also the exact words. Bawal yung may sobra, bawal din yung may kulang. I am still seeing answers being sent in other areas like the Zoom chat and also in Facebook. Please only send it to Viber because sayang yung effort ng pagtatype ninyo sa iba. Only the answers that are sent through Viber ang aming tatanggapin. Okay? So, everyone, I hope you're ready. This next clip will give you 200 pesos. Let's watch it.
You have no actual training.
I have kids. Learned a lot right there. Yeah, and I'm great with people. When I was first out of high school, I got married and had a kid too young. I'm an extremely fast learner. You got a really nice office.
Look,
These people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying that they'll have to have a hysterectomy at the age of 20.
Okay, there you go. A lot of the answers are being sent right now. I wish you can see it. Ang bilis gumalaw. Okay, let me try to go back here. Answers I'm seeing. We have pretty woman, pretty women, Nothing Hill. I'm also seeing that. What are the other answers? Let me just check. Pretty woman, okay. Other answers? Pretty woman, okay. I am also seeing Erin Brockovich. So far, those are the answers that you are sending. Let us check. Did someone get the right answer? The right title? And yes, that is Erin Brockovich. We have our first winner. The first winner is Diane Rose Flores. Congratulations to our first winner. Diane, you will be receiving 200 pesos to your GCash account. So this is what you have to do. Please send your GCash account details again to RV Ariva in Viber. And we will wait for that so we can send you your prize. Now, Diane, because you've won already, you will not be able to join the game anymore, okay? So that your other co-participants will have a chance in getting the last 200 pesos that we are giving away this afternoon. Again, congratulations, Diane. To the rest of our participants, we have one more 200 pesos at stake. Let's watch this.
Princess Mia.
Mia Thermopolis has everything a girl could ever want.
I have my own mall.
I'm glad you like it.
This is so cool!
Except the one thing she's always dreamed of.
I'm ready for a romantic fairy tale love.
Okay, I am trying to catch up sa chat ng Viber. Here are the answers that I am seeing. I'm seeing Enchanted, Princess Diaries, Princess Diary, Princess Diaries. Okay, so different answers. Let me check the other answers as well. Okay, Princess Diaries 2. So I'm seeing Princess Diary, Princess Diaries, Princess Diaries 2. Trying to go back. Let me see. Okay, so those are the answers that I'm seeing. Let us reveal what is the title of that movie. It is The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement. Meron akong nakita nagbigay ng answer, Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, but kulang ng the. I said we are looking for the correct title and complete. Sabi ko ba, walang missing words. So even the, dapat nandoon siya. So, walang nakakuha this time. But don't worry, we are really going to give away the 200 pesos. Talagang ipamimigay namin to. We have one more movie here. Let's watch it. There you go. Okay, everyone is excited because they're all sending their answers right now. Wonder Woman. I also saw Wonder Woman 2, I am seeing Superwoman. There is also, one moment, 1984. Okay, so Superwoman 1984, Wonder Woman. There's also Wonder Woman 1 word and Wonder Woman 2 words. Let us check what is the title of that movie. And it is Wonder Woman. And a lot of you got it correct. But the first one, ang bilis-bilis niyang nakuha ang answer. We have Aya. Aya, congratulations to our last winner this afternoon. So Aya, send your GCash account number and GCash account name to RV Ariva. We will be waiting for those details so that we can send you your prize. Congratulations to our winners and congratulations din talaga because meron silang 200 pesos pang merienda this afternoon. Thank you to everyone who joined the game. I hope you enjoy that. We're also giving a shout out to all the lovely and strong women that we have here with us right now. We are celebrating International Women's Month this month of March. And that's why all of the movies connected siya doon. Okay, so now I'll be moving on to my other announcements before I give the floor back to our speaker. Stay on top of our insights and updates. Stay connected with Ariva Academy. You can join Ariva Academy's Facebook group. You can also like our Facebook page. You can follow us in LinkedIn. And also you can check out our website, ariva.com.ph. I am also seeing a lot of answers that are sent, not in Viber. I was very adamant in mentioning that we only will be receiving answers through Viber, but others are sending answers elsewhere. Does it mean you were not able to join the Viber community yet? So let me again give you a chance to be a part of the growing Ariva Academy Viber community. Scan the QR code, get your gadgets, and scan the QR code that you are seeing so that the next time you are part of a free live webinar, you also get a chance to win our prizes. So again, scan the QR code and don't keep your gadgets yet because I am showing another QR code. This time, I am inviting everyone to be a part of the Ariva Academy Facebook group. So you can still scan this QR code, also scan that QR code and find yourself inside the Ariva Academy Facebook group. You can also learn with us there. Now, for our participants here who are HR practitioners, scan this next QR code and that will be for the HRD Academy Facebook group. Okay, stay connected with your HR colleagues there. So here's the QR code. We'll give you a few more seconds to do that. This is again for the HRD Academy Facebook group. Now, Coach Chris mentioned a while ago that you can watch the one that we are having right now, this free live webinar, again through Facebook, through LinkedIn, through YouTube. And yes, you can do that. Aside from the one that we're having right now, you can watch the past free live webinars as well. Okay, so all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channels. Subscribe to Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks YouTube channels. You'll be able to watch the past from the first free live webinars up to the ones that we are having right now. Now, I mentioned the free live webinars. We've had it since we started last 2020. It was in the middle of the pandemic when we started offering our free live webinars to the public, and we would like to continue doing this. So for those of you who are very generous and you'd like to be able to be a part of this by sharing your blessings to us, if you're watching via Facebook, you can do that by sending stars. Or if you're watching somewhere else, you can scan this QR code and send your blessings through GCash. Thank you so much to everyone in advance for supporting our mission in spreading learning through our free live webinars. Now, just in case you are interested in inviting our speakers to conduct an in-house training program, an in-house training is a program that is done exclusive for your whole team or for your whole company. Here are some of the programs that we offer. So all you have to do to be able to have an in-house training program is give us a call or send us an email, and then we will help you partner with the right speaker under Ariva Speakers Bureau for that. I also would like to invite you to some of our upcoming learning events. Here are some of them. We have on March 7, that is this Friday already, Demystify Payroll Law and Fringe Benefits Tax Strategies. On March 19, we have two topics, Current Developments in Labor Law and Jurisprudence and How to Effectively Terminate a Problem Employee and Avoid Costly Illegal Dismissal Cases. Those two topics will be discussed on March 19. And then on March 20, our topic is Essential Skills for Success in Leadership. March 21, we have Master MS Excel to boost your office productivity and improve efficiency. Big Data Analytics powered by AI. This is our topic on March 26. And then on March 27, we have with us the speakers coming from DOLE, from Pag-ibig, from PhilHealth, from SSS. They will all be with us for the Employment Compensation and Employee Benefits Forum. Again, this is on March 27 already. And this is on March 28, the following day, another summit, Procurement, Innovation, and Supply Chain Summit. You are seeing all of the speakers that will be with us on that day. This is on March 28, so we are inviting everyone to be a part of this summit. Now on April 10, we have Simplified Bookkeeping and Accounting Basics. On April 11, Telesales Mastery, Ultimate Cold Calling Script and Sales Pitch Strategies to Improve Telesales Performance. On April 11, Proactive Recruitment Strategies to Attract and Retain Top Talent. And on April 22, we have two topics. We have contractualization and security of tenure. That will be discussed in the morning. In the afternoon, we have navigating company policies. April 23, high impact selling secrets. Effective technical and report writing skills for peak performance. That will be our topic on April 24. And we have our Customer Service Excellence Summit, Customer First, Humanizing Service in a Digital-Driven World. Very interesting summit on April 25, and we have 6 amazing, exciting speakers with us on that day. Again, this will be on April 25, our Customer Service Excellence Summit. And let me say thank you again to our major sponsor from FlyAce Corporation. We have Daily Fix. Thank you so much to our friends from FlyAce Corporation for Daily Fix for being our major sponsor for our learning events. Maraming salamat. So there you have it. I won't be taking much of your time anymore because we still have a lot to discuss this afternoon. And get your questions ready. For those of you who would like to ask a question, I suggest that you type them here in the chat box already so that we can monitor them and ask them right after our session. Here again is our speaker, Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kate. I have to mention, that Daily Fix is really, really, really good. Really good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't tried Daily Fix yet, you need to get some for yourself. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen.
Yes, please. While we are waiting for that, let me just mention, if ever they get to join our hybrid masterclass and they join us on site, all of our participants receive daily fix treats. So they
That's
get
all.
to try it out. So
Yeah,
join us on our on-site events.
that's the best part of the day, Miss Kate. Okay, so let's get into it. I'll run through these very quickly so you can take a picture. And then I think we have time. I'll show you some actual live examples. All right. So this is okay. Which one is this now? This is Notebook LM. Okay. This is very, very interesting. It actually can work just like your own personal resource library. So how it works is, if you see on the left side of your screen, you load resources into it, PDFs, text documents. You can even put in links. Okay. The free version, you can load up to 50 different resources. And I'm not sure if size matters. Some of our PDF documents are really, really huge. Okay. So this is for, the school that Miss Kate was talking about, where we went from 1 branch to 5 branches in 1.5+ years. I loaded all the information, okay, into the left side, and then we can create marketing brochures, drawing from that information. Okay. If let's say you're in the, let's say example property, you load all your brochures, PDF, and then you say, oh, in this development, are there any 3 bedrooms, for example, and what's the size and what's the configuration? Using this feature, you can look through all the documents that you loaded, and it'll pull out the information for you just like that. Okay. So this is more of a resource library. So, okay, I'm going to show you a few more things. I'll go through just a couple more slides first, and then I'll show you the actual examples. All right. Okay, so this is your roadmap for your AI journey. I've been mentioning to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the very start at 2 p.m. today. You need to start now. If you have not started, please do it today, do it tonight, definitely do it tomorrow. All right. You want to think about, where can AI help me the most? Is it in my content creation? Is it in my communication? Is it in my emails? The vast majority of these tools are free. Okay. If they're not free, the cost is compared to the amount of time, stress, and gray hair that you can save. It's very worth it. And most of them will offer a free trial, usually 7 days, 14 days, 30 days before you purchase. Okay. And you don't have to automate every single thing today. You automate it step by step, move on to the next step. Just like how I shared with you when we started with BotCake, it was very, very effective. And we were ready for the next step. And then so we purchased this app, this service, and we link it all together. All right. Now, here's what I want you to do. This slide here, I want you to take a picture of it. This is by no means a complete list. What it is a list of AIs that I use right now. And I will tell you that there are 2 or 3 new AI apps that just came out like last week that I'm looking at now. And they're so interesting. Okay. You with ChatGPT, I used to be on the paid plan, $20 a month. When DeepSeek came out, I dropped my paid plan. DeepSeek is free. Okay. Qwen is free. Notebook LM is free. Leonardo is free. Janus is free. Hunyan Video is free. I think I got Janus there twice. Make.com is free. Gamma is free. BotCake is free. Canva Pro is paid. Google Workspace, you have I believe a 30-day trial. And then it's like 6 $6 USD a month. Friday, if you're doing a lot of emails, ladies and gentlemen, this is an AI designed specifically to help you write your emails. Then you got Otter AI for recording. You got Claude, CapCut. CapCut, the free version, is very effective, but we upgraded to the paid version last month. The best 350 pesos a month for video editing. Okay, ClickUp. I don't know why I have Notebook LM there so many times there, Miss Kate. Maybe because it's just so strong. Okay, TidyCal, Kling, GitHub, 11 Labs. All right. So please take a picture, okay, and start experimenting with these. All right. Now, when you use AI, here's the words of caution that I have for you. Let me do this. Okay. Word of caution: don't be over reliant that your brain loses its capacity. Okay, you have to put your human touch into it. You have to put your expertise, your character, your personality into it. All right. Respect guidelines. Okay. Don't copy. Don't steal. Content. Have everything generated on your own, and don't just take that and use it. Go through it. All right. Don't have generic content. When you put out content, it has to speak to that particular person. That particular person that is your demographic, that is your target audience. You have to speak to them. An example was earlier. Excuse me. Earlier, I showed you, give me the pain points for parents, right? And then it was too general. Give me the pain points for parents of kids that are 3 to 5 years old. Okay, that's how you customize. That's how you drill down. All right. Now, key takeaways. Essential AI is extremely essential for marketing pros, which I believe all of us. There's a question there. Yes, I can do that very quickly. Okay. Start with free, low cost. Focus on lead generation and content, and use your morals and ethics to guide yourself. Now, before we go into those examples, technology changes very quickly, even more so in the AI space. Technology can push you forward, or it's going to leave you behind. If you need help, ask for it. This is what I'm going to offer you. Okay. Ms. Kate mentioned that we do have trainings. Okay. There's two things that I will offer to you. The first is if you in your company needs a more in-depth, step-by-step explanation on how to customize everything that you've learned so far today and more, specifically for your company, your product, or your service, I do have a training curriculum for that. Okay. The second is, if to start you off and you say, hey, I just need this done, I need a whole complete marketing system done, I can get that done for you. What you have to do, and maybe I'll ask Miss Kate to share an email. What you have to do is you have to get in touch with Ariva. Ariva will get in touch with me, and then we'll set something up. We'll set up a discussion. We'll set up a Zoom. We'll set up a conversation on exactly what we can do for you. Does that sound fair? Okay. If that sounds fair, type in FAIR for me. Okay. So let me go back to, I'll explain these very, very quickly. Okay. I showed you about the Notebook LM already. ChatGPT, OpenAI, DeepSeek, Qwen, Claude, similar. All right. Similar functions. Some are a little bit better than others in specific niches. You'll have to find out on your own. Leonardo, Janus is image generation. Hunyan Video generates video. Make.com is a whole AI agent workflow. Okay. Gamma, you can create presentations from text that will convert into PowerPoints. BotCake, I already mentioned. Canva Pro, I think you all know. Google Workspace is a whole Google platform that has Google Meet, Gemini. Okay, Friday I mentioned is the email, AI email. Otter AI can take text from videos and can also record and transcribe conversations, videos, meetings. Claude, same as DeepSeek, Qwen, ChatGPT. CapCut, ClickUp is more of a it's kind of like Evernote, collaboration on projects. Okay, TidyCal is a automated calendar that people can set up appointments with you. Kling, I'm not using so much. GitHub is like it's kind of like Discord, but it's a location where some of these AIs can be put together in one place. 11 Labs. 11 Labs is a voice generation from text. Okay. So with that, let me do this. I'm going to give you some very quick examples. Let me just get rid of the lights here. And I think, Miss Kate, we can still see the koi, right?
Yes, we can still see it.
Okay. So, primarily, the business that we focus on is this one. This is in Davao. If you look here, okay, if you look here, all of our images are created from Canva Pro. All of the content here, if you can, visit the page, give it a like. If you look at the content, it's very clear, it's very sequential, it's compelling, it's persuasive. There's CTAs following the format that I mentioned earlier. Okay, everything is done here. All right, now this is the end result. So then we go into ChatGPT. You have all these topics that we use it for. DeepSeek, you should start using it. Okay, all these prompts, very, very effective. Let's go into another one. Canva, we don't need to look at that. Make, I'm starting the exploratory. Let's see if I'm logged in. Make, as I said, is a AI agent workflow. Okay, so you can, one of the things that we did is we get pictures from the branches, from the teachers, from the 5 branches every day, where they send the pictures into a dedicated Telegram account. All right. So what we used to have to do is, take those pictures out manually and put it into the Google Drive or put it into OneDrive. So it was done manually, and you could spend roughly 45 minutes to an hour per day doing that. So what we did was we created a workflow where we linked the account of Telegram in Make, okay? And every time a picture went in from each of the branch, the pictures were taken automatically from Telegram and put into a dedicated Google Drive. And so we save 45 minutes a day just by setting up that workflow, okay? And there's so many different ways to use it. You can create videos, you can pull videos out, you can get the text from the videos and you can put it into another video. You can take text and you can put it into, create content. Oh, 11 Labs. 11 Labs is taking text and putting and generating words with AI avatars for video, right? Okay. Then we have, let's see, Qwen, same thing. Qwen, if I could, goes into GitHub or no. Okay. So, just got a new domain. Okay. This is new. So, we have, we're testing out Qwen, very, very effective. Okay. We have Janus Art AI, we have Leonardo. Now, let me show you this one. These are the ones that just came out in the last week. Okay, so we got this one. This one, Synexa.ai. What it does is it creates text to video. Text to video. You load in the text and it creates a video for you. Now they do function on credits, but it is so much cheaper than hiring a cameraman, hiring the models, and doing the video shoot. Okay. Then we have let's see, Yes Chat. I haven't looked at that in a couple of days, but these are new. Yes Chat combines some of the accounts that you have into one area, into one location. Okay. Then you have, all these top view. One AI, I think I'm still waiting for it to get complete. They announce, and the initial test from industry experts, or the people that are more well-versed in the industry. If you see what's on your screen now, none of that is real. Everything that you see there is generated by AI, and I cannot wait for this one to launch. I mean, it's almost like movie quality, right? Let's see, what else do we have? I remember. Okay, let's say, hold on. Let's say you have a prompt, okay, and you're not sure how to write it, whether it's for text, whether it's to create a graphic, whether it's to create a video. This one you should write down. It's not in your notes. Let's see, I think it's called Prompt Genie. Prompt Genie, let's do a search. Prompt Genie. What you do, I think I'm logged in. Let's see if I'm logged in. Two-factor. Okay, that's fine. So in Prompt Genie, what you do is you type in a very simple prompt, and then it will generate the long form prompt for you that you can then take into, Janice, Hunyan, or Quen, or whatever. Okay. This is almost like, if you don't know how to do it, if you don't know how to write a prompt, they'll write a prompt for you and help you create what you need to create. Okay. Let's see. I think that's what I'll show you for now. And let me go back to the slides. We are now at the end of our session. It's 3:23 right now. So I want to thank everyone for listening, paying attention, and I'm going to ask you the question that I said I would ask you at the end, but I said in the beginning of this lessons, I said I would ask you a very dangerous question. So my question, and the answer is either yes or no. Okay. So my question is, the promises that I made at the beginning of this session, did I manage to fulfill my promises to you? So if the answer is yes, please type in yes. If the answer is no, please type in no. And while you're typing in all the yeses, and hopefully there's only one or two no's, maybe we can open for the Q&A, Miss Kate. And what I'll do is I'll unshare my screen. And just as a reminder, if you were not able to get the clear screenshot, go to the Ariva Facebook page, get the recording of this session, take your screenshots there. And another reminder, if you or your company needs help in training, full-blown training, we're talking about possibly 1, 2, 3 days. It doesn't have to be in person. It can be online. Actually, online is better. Please get in touch with Ariva Academy and tell them, you know what, we need help in the AI automation in our company. If you need me and my team to get everything set up for you and train you on how to do it, we'll get it set up. We'll tell you what apps to use, what platforms to get. If you need us to get it set up, and we'll teach you how to use it, please get in touch. Please get in touch with Ariva Academy. They will get in touch with me, and we'll have a discussion. Okay. With that, Miss Kate, maybe we can open for questions.
Yes, thank you so much. For those who are asking for the feedback form, yes, we will be posting it here in the chat box. All you have to do is click the links that we'll be posting. That will bring you immediately to the feedback form. And then fill out the forms. Make sure you submit it back to us. That will ensure that you will receive your e-certificate. The e-certificate is for everyone, and not just here in Zoom. If you're watching via the live streams, you also can receive the certificate as long as you fill out the feedback form first. So here is our first question. And this is from Ritz Ann. How can AI dynamically adjust multi-channel marketing strategies in real time based on shifting consumer sentiment, competitive landscape, and seasonality while maintaining brand consistency and maximizing ROI as well?
Okay, the first thing you have to do is you have to take a walk on the beach and find a magic genie lamp, rub it, and then tell the genie that's what you want. No, I'm just kidding. So I don't know if something that complex, because it sounds like there's a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
It would require an integration of several AI apps and platforms in one, and depending on the content and the medium of the media and the input of the information from the prospects, we would probably have to use make.com to create an AI agent workflow where all the variables would be input and the output would take into account the input and generate the proper response, the proper transference of that inquiry or lead to the right person. That's what we would have to do. The explanation on that is the explanation that I'm giving you on that right now is very simple, but it's actually a complex process. And if you need help in getting that set up, to the person that asked the question, if you need help in getting that set up, what you should do is tell Ariva, hey, we need his help. And we can have a discussion on how we can make that happen for you. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you so much for that, Coach Chris. Another question. Actually, I'm seeing several questions, very same theme. They're all asking about the risk or the cons of AI in marketing.
Well, the cons are, have you all seen that movie Terminator?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the con, isn't it? Right. But seriously, the other con is that if we rely too much on this and allow it to do all of our thinking for us, we're going to lose our creative and competitive edge as a person, as a professional. So, and that's one of the things that I mentioned that we have to watch out for. We have to watch out for putting our personality, our experience, our professionalism into it, to make sure that it's a product. Okay. A very simple example would be a hammer. Okay. You use a hammer, you control the hammer, and the hammer does not control you. Yes. So AI needs to be a tool that we control and does not control us, and we have to use it for our purpose. Okay.
Thank you so much for that. We have another question. It was sent directly to me, so I will treat this as an anonymous question.
Sure.
This one is really interesting. AI is often seen as a tool for progress. But how do we ensure it doesn't deepen the digital divide between the global north and south, especially in terms of access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities?
That's a very difficult question to answer. All right. We can, if we use it the right way, we would probably not deepen the access to all these things. All right. One of the reasons we opened up the school in the first place, and just basically 2 short years ago, is we wanted to provide a world quality foundational education to kids starting at 3 years old, which actually is a very lofty goal. All right. We won't solve this in 1 or 2 generations. All right. Probably more than that if we're lucky. So the divide, we have to use them as tools to be able to bridge the gaps. I'll give you an example. If, let's say, you wanted to find out about something technical, you can actually take one of the chat GPTs and for lack of a better example, I'll just say nuclear fusion. I have no idea about nuclear fusion or nuclear fission or the difference. But what you can do is you can go into ChatGPT or one of the other platforms, and you can type in, I want you to explain the difference between nuclear fusion and nuclear fission, and explain it to me in such a way as a layman, and I have no clue and no knowledge, no experience whatsoever in nuclear whatever, okay? And then you can get that explanation. So now the key, so we now have access to information and education. So now the key is, how do we get access to that? It would be gadgets, it would be internet access, it would be, and I think the biggest factor is that hunger or that desire to get that information, get to the education, get to the healthcare, get to the professional learning. Okay, so I'm so sorry, I don't have a more complete answer to that. Many individuals way smarter but not better looking than myself are working on that answer right now, I believe.
Okay, thank you for that. Another question here from Wilhelmina. Is there any possible way that AI will run our lives?
Well, they said that about the World Wide Web back in 1996, 1997. Then they said that about social media in the early 2000s, in the early the mid to late 2000s. One of my concerns is not so much the AI, but it's more of the gadgets. I'm very sure everyone here, when you're driving on the road, you've seen people crossing the road looking at the phone, engrossed in their phone. That's the real danger. It's not so much the AI, I believe. It's more on the reliance on gadgets, and by extension, reliance on AI. What we need to remember is that AI should not really replace us. AI should really enhance us. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll move to the next question.
Thank you.
Coach, what skills should one person possess to maximize the use of AI?
Oh, very simple. That one is very simple. The answer is the same for any part of becoming more efficient, productive, income producing, and that would be to develop the right skills, and to have that desire to learn, and not be arrogant that, oh, I know everything, and just have that desire to learn and acquire skills and take the learning and the skills and apply it.
Okay. Next question. This one is interesting, Coach Chris. How will I convince the company to hire more content marketing strategies or other related position instead of replacing us with AI?
Okay. This actually comes down to value. and it's something that I've said maybe more than once on this session, but I say it all the time. And it's really two parts, okay? Use AI as the tool, right? AI has to be the tool, not the replacement of you, okay? The other thing is that you have to add value. Okay, think of like a world famous restaurant that sells steaks or whatever the food is, right? Every steak is basically the same, right? So what makes this chef cook this steak better than you cooking it at home? The recipe is the same, the equipment very similar, fire, salt, pepper, whatever it is. But what makes a steak by this chef taste so much better than this cook? It's something here, right? It's your personality, your flair, the extra ingredients that you have that makes the difference. And that's really what it comes down to. Then what you can do, and I say this almost half jokingly, the question that you asked, that this person asked, put it into ChatGPT and let's see what it says.
That might work. Thank you, Coach Chris. There's another question here in Zoom. This is from Sonny. Are there any Philippine laws regulating the use of AI? Because we wish to be guided correctly on the use of these technologies and avoid any lawsuits on content use. Yeah.
Okay. Everything in AI would be termed as it won't be unique content, but it would be termed as unique content. So any content that's created in AI, any images, it actually comes from your prompt, which is your brain, right? So there's no copying, there's no copyright, there's no infringement, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm very. There are countries that are getting worried about the so-called advancements of AI, but I don't believe that there's any laws. This one I may be wrong. So you cannot say, oh, the Coach Chris is the one that said no, it's all fine. No, don't take it that way. I'm not a law expert, but I'm not 100% sure, especially in the Philippines, that there are any laws on usage of AI as yet.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that would be our last question. Let me again remind all of our participants, if you haven't accomplished the feedback form yet, you will see the links in the chat box. You might have to just scroll up a bit para makita natin yung link. Make sure you fill out the link and then submit it back to us so that you will receive your e-certificate. That goes also not just for our Zoom participants, but for our other participants who are watching us via the live stream. So make sure you check that out. And this time, we would like to say thank you to our speaker. Thank you so much, Coach Chris, for another program full of new learnings from you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. That's why we'd like to present you with the certificate. Let me show it and let me read this. Ariva Academy, learning development at its finest. Gratefully presents the certificate of appreciation to Coach Chris Randolph for imparting his professional expertise, valuable insights, knowledge, and wisdom as resource speaker during the conduct of online learning session entitled AI-Powered Marketing, Unlocking the Future of Smarter Strategies, given this 4th day of March 2025 via Zoom, signed by J.M. Matienzo, CEO and Chief Strategist, Learning Event Producer, and Irish Samson, President and Chief Learning and Development Strategist. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause for our speaker, Coach Chris Randolph.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you again, Coach Chris, for making all of us smarter this afternoon. Thank you so much. We appreciate. And I again would like to say thank you to all of our participants, the 500 participants in Zoom and the hundreds of participants via live streams, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you for being with us this afternoon, and we are looking forward to welcoming you again in our future learning events. Maraming salamat. Have a blessed afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you, Coach Chris.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Ariva Academy would like to thank the following win-win partners. Official media partners: Zoe Broadcasting Network, Give Love, Celebrate Life. A to Z, Kumpleto Tayo. Light TV, God's Channel of Blessings. Light TV Radio. DZJV. Business Mirror, a broader look at today's business. Manila Standard, defining the news. Digital Media Partners. Globaltronics, leading digital innovation. City Advertising Ventures Corporation, we move your brand. Outcome. Elevate Media. Ariva Academy would also like to thank the following companies. Craving something real? We serve it. Burger King. Top Healthy Chicharron, the healthiest chicharron on the planet. Yummiest cashew nuts. Lotus Biscoff. Daily Fix. Fly Ace Corporation. Purple Rockstar. Be on top, stay on top. Sunlight, helping clients achieve lifetime financial security and live healthier lives. Mighty Tech Advertising and Merchandising. 𝐿𝐴 Printing Services. Creative Voices, Certified Voice Artist Program. Queen Bee Waxing Salon, where smooth skin begins. Nails.Glow, your self-care partner. Samaras Farm and Resort.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh.